in a small town down in Arkansas, where the river flows, there's a man with a passion that everybody knows.
Howdy, howdy, everybody. Welcome to HT's EDC, coming at you from the back patio and the wood pile once again. And we have this sweet thing right here. You gonna say hello to the folks today? Huh? You gonna say hello to the good folks? That is Miss Abby. We all know her by now. She is out here on her squirrel duties, and we are ready to go today. We have a good one for you today. Quick shout out that I should have done days earlier, and I apologize. There has been some people up in the Great White North in Canada that have been affected by a terrible tornado, a twister that came through there. I was notified by my good buddy of the channel, Dave A, not Dave the Singing Toad. I know I talk about two different Daves on here. Tomorrow will be Thankful Thursday, and I'll probably be talking about Dave the Singing Toad. But anyway, Dave sent me some pictures, and there is some homes and some people up there that are just devastated right now. Luckily, you know, Dave's family and place was pretty much spared, I believe. But there's some people up there, a lot of people that weren't so fortunate. So from this channel, and hopefully from the rest of the knife community, when they hear this, they will send up a prayer or two, or whatever you do. And you know, whether not everybody's religious, if you know, whatever you do, thoughts, prayers, if you pray, send it up for our mates up there in Canada. And yeah, so Dave, buddy, I should have done this 2 days ago. I apologize. Don't have a good excuse for it. Slipped my mind in my videos. Life happens, but it has not completely slipped my mind. And I want to, and if any of you folks out there, fellow Canadians that are hearing my voice, my heart goes out to you. And the knife community, we're praying for you. So, sorry that was so late and overdue. But anyway, HT's EDC. Normally, that means about 90% of the time, we are showing a knife. And most here recently, good old HT has really got into the knife restoration, kind of morphing a little over into some of that footage and that content. I'm really enjoying cleaning up the classics. But the name of the channel is HT's EDC. So today we are going to show something that goes hand in hand with knives, and that is good old leather. And we have another leather piece today that has actually we have two pieces of leather. As a matter of fact, I'll show the first one, get it out of the way quick. And these came in from none other than my buddy Ed Costa up in good old Cape Cod, Massachusetts, Legacy Knives. And he has sent me two Buck 112, the greatest knife on planet Earth. Strictly opinion there. He has sent me two sheaths for Buck 112s. I have not had one of his smaller sheaths yet, or slips. We're on a slip now. I see this coming. Getting all marble mouthed. I have a couple of his larger, like Buck 110 size or LB7 size, folding hunter, you know, the big boy knife slips, but I have yet to have, you know, the smaller knives, you know, the 112, the XX Makos size. Well, he took care of that. And we have got now a Buck 112 Buffalo Legacy slip. And now he has made this change. This is nothing super new, but, you know, probably last couple, 3 weeks, he has changed and he has went exclusively on his slips to buffalo hide now, buffalo leather, which is incredible. Take a look at this. Feels, oh my God, does it feel good. That is just so supple. There's something about buffalo hide. But anyway, I didn't have one of the smaller ones. We've taken care of that now. Here's the Buck 112. I'll show you how that fits in there perfectly. Comes right to the top. You turn that around, can't even see your knife. And we got just a little bit of cutout right here where you can go in there and get your knife. And of course, we have a lanyard here with a cat's eye, which is a semi-precious stone, and always comes on a Legacy knife slip. Very beautiful, but this is the new Legacy Knives buffalo leather small slip. Loving that. But what I contacted him originally for was this. Oh yeah, we have another custom slip, if I can get this in frame. And this, what makes this different, because you guys know I've got Buck 112 slips, sheaves, got slips and sheaves going on here. Buck 112 sheaves, hip sheaves from Ed before. This is nothing new. I've been buying them for a minute now, but I've never had one of these. I got to looking at his website and I seen this is called his horizontal slider. And it goes through the belt, and I'll show you this later. I'm actually going to put it on the belt and show you how it looks. But this runs horizontal, long ways of your belt. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I bet that would be some kind of nice. So we put it together. You can see here, we have his logo on the back. What all we got? Legacy Knives, Cape Cod Mass. We have the little ichthus fish here in the middle with his initials, EWC, Ed Costa. I don't know what the W stands for, but just taking you a tour around it. We have some acorns, we have some deer tracks going all the way around the snap here, and we have HT's EDC. He has put my name, my channel name on there. And right here in the front, just above this beautiful brass snap, we have his flag, made in the USA stamp on here. Just beautiful, folks. And anybody knows, you guys know I am a hunter, and the Buck 110 and Buck 112 are hunting knives. Anybody don't know the history, real quick, these were the answer, the more portable answer to a fixed blade knife for hunters that carried fixed blades for years and years. They became cumbersome. They were looking for something to be a little more portable. Well, Buck came out with the Buck 110 folding hunter. It is basically a tough, it had to be tough, it had to be durable, because they weren't going to give up any, toughness and rigidity, but they wanted something that was able to fold and put away and wouldn't be quite so cumbersome on their journeys and on their hunts. And thus came the 110, Buck 110, and a few years later, the 112. So these are hunting knives. I told you all that to tell you this. These are hunting knives. I definitely tote this a lot in the deer woods. Well, in the fall, you have acorns. When the acorns start falling, like I got on here, then you're going to see these deer tracks, because the deer start coming. You hunters know what I'm talking about. Them deer love them acorns. That is like their numero uno food source in the fall. But I just told Ed to go crazy with this, and this is what he did. Put my channel name, put some acorns and some deer tracks. I love it, Ed. But anyway, take you through this thing. Has a nice snap, and I will show you the fit. This is vacuum pressed, vacuum sealed to a Buck 112. whatever you order, you may have to send him a knife. You know, he has several models, of course, the Buck 112, the Buck 110, some fixed, you know, he has fixed blades. I know the 113, you know, maybe other molds he already has there on hand. If you don't have your certain knife, he can vacuum press and do this for you, but you may have to send in your knife if it's one he don't have in his data file. But of course he has the 110 and the 112, and I will show you how that goes in. Bada bing, bada boom, totally enclosed. So when this is on your belt like this and you're out there in the wild or whatever, direct snow, walking through the brush and trees, you know, walking in the woods with hunters, you know, you brush up against stuff. You want, at the end of the day, a knife is a tool. I am a tool collector. And many of you that are watching this, we think these things are beautiful and we collect them. But at the end of the day, before there was any thought of collecting, knives were made as tools. They are a tool, and this is where the good leather and a good sheath protects your tool. So whether you know, are a nut job like me and spend all kind of money on collecting them and buying tool after tool, or you buy a handful to do a job, you need them to work. When you snap this thing out and pull it out, it don't need to be banged up. It don't need to be rusty. Your blade don't need to be bent. You need to pull this thing out, extract it, cut what you need to cut, and put it back in. And good leather keeps your tool working for you when you need it. Just as simple as that. And without it, and you're just open to, you know, you're just opening yourself up to really having to stay on top of your knife and maintain it. And if you don't have it in anything whatsoever, no kind of cover for it, it's going to get scratched up. It could get dented. It could get banged. In my opinion, you're asking for trouble. A knife is an investment, and it is a working tool that needs to work when you use it, when you need it. And that's where good leather comes in. And this is just totally protected. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. Comes in this nice box here. I will say something else. He always sends this. This is the box that was shipped in. I blacked out the personal information there, and he has me a little handwritten note. A lot of times he probably does that for everybody, thanking you for your business. But folks, what I want you to see is this line right here. Lifetime guarantee. And you can pause that. There's more to that, but this little part right here specifically, these sheaths are made to last, and Ed backs them with a lifetime guarantee. I've got, I don't even know how many now, over half a dozen legacy knife sheaths, probably closer to a dozen, to be honest. Legacy sheaths, not one of them has failed me. Do I carry them? Oh, you probably don't carry them that much, do you? Au contraire, yes I do. I carry them quite a bit. Folks, just look at these edges. We're going to take a tour around this thing, and I'm going to gush on you a little bit, Ed, probably embarrass you. But folks, these are built to last. I don't see you using the lifetime warranty, but doggone it, it's there. Accidents do happen. Ed is not perfect. One of his sheaths could possibly fail in the future or down the road. Well, he's got you covered. If it fails and it's on him, it's a workmanship thing. You send it in, he's got you. And knowing Ed, I'm gonna get you out here, get you out there. Knowing Ed like I know him, probably if you did something stupid, you know, and you made a mistake on your end and caring for it, or I don't know. I just know Ed, he's going to take care of you, probably even if it's your fault. Ed's probably going to kill me and say, HD, shut, don't be saying all that. I just know Ed, he's a stand-up guy. He stands by his products. And this is just, A, I don't think you're going to ever have to use the warranty, but B, by God, it's there if you do. And yeah, this thing, and folks, we've done this before on his sheaths. Look at the stitching, double stitched. Look how straight and even that stitching is all the way around. Look at these welts. Look how thick this is. I mean, this thing is, look at me and my fingers there. It's that thick. They're built to last, folks. But anyway, they are back for life. I'm going to show you this thing. Shut up about it. You get the picture. I'm going to try to turn this camera. Well, ain't got to turn it around. I'm going to have to reposition this camera. I want to show you this on my belt. And we're going to do that right now. Give me just a second. Bear with me. I'm going to have to move y'all guys just a little bit and back this chair up. And let me get this. Bear with me, folks. I'm going to put this back on my belt, which I'm not even wearing a leather belt today. Normally, this should be on like a leather belt, and normally I would wear this with a leather belt. But today we are rocking fishing shorts, and I'm just going to show y'all that it can even be wore. And I don't even know what kind of belt you call these. Those stretchy belts. Us big boys wear. But anyway, here we go. Let me drop you down now. And here we go. Check this out. That is how that rides. For you guys that have this nice area right here, it does not get into that. You can see there is the top of my shorts. It is just below it, so it rides nice and low. And this is where I like to carry my slip, but you could carry them back here, more appendix. Some people I've seen carry them right through here. I like mine about right there where I can get something in my pocket, or I can get to my pocket knife. And we will show you real quick. There it is. Check out that snap. Rock solid. Unsnap it. Voila. There's your knife. Nice thumb stud. Actually deployed like I wanted it to. But, and there it is, folks. And right here, boom, boom. And I'm moving that right now. It does not move around or slide on you unless you want it to. I'm sliding it just to show you, between belt loops here. But you put that thing right where it is, and there it is. Drop that shirt. And you are money. So, just to give you an example of it on the shorts, on the belt, that's what it looks like. I am loving it, Ed. I think any of you guys would love it too. Holler at him. Get you one of these nice buffalo leather slips. Holler at him. Get you some, if you're a buck 110 or buck 112 fan, there is none mo better. I promise you. Yes, that is a little bit biased. All I can tell you is I've been carrying buck 110s and 112s for a coon's age, and I've never seen better. I never have. And I'm telling you guys that, and I've sent a bunch of people, some of my fellow content creators, over to Ed, and what do? They come back and make videos like I'm doing. I can tell you 4 or 5 of them went over there, just the content creators in this community that have tried me out. Man, I've heard HT harp about this guy, let me go try him out. The next thing I know, they're on here doing a video like I am and telling you the same thing of Ed's quality. So don't just take it from me, and folks, 20 bucks. We ain't talked on price. We're almost at 20 minutes. Sorry about that. 20 bucks for a buffalo leather slip, pocket slip. That's, I don't have to say anything about that price. And for what I'm toting right there on my side, that custom slip, sheath, custom sheath, $35. I don't know how Ed does it. I probably should keep my mouth shut. Ed's hit pause right now. I don't know how he does it for those prices, but in a economy right now with all this inflation and there, folks, there is people out there and companies out there that are absolutely taking advantage of the times right now, and there's no reason some of these products are the prices they are. It is good and refreshing to see one of our fellow Americans that is making 100% American-made product, keeping it affordable for the working man, not gouging. You know, that thing that's on my hip right now, I have seen lesser quality for twice that price. $35 for a custom leather sheath made like that at $35 freaking dollars. Get out of here. He could charge double, but he don't. That's the magic of it. He does not charge double. And honestly, if you bought one of them at double the price and you got one of some of Ed's leather in hand, you'd be like, well, it's worth it. It is worth it. But luckily for us, Ed keeps it reasonable, and like I said, don't know how he does it, but I sure am glad he does. So Ed, buddy, I salute you. Get over there and see him. LegacyKnives.com. He's on Facebook. You can find him there. Yeah, go check him out, folks. We love you, and thank you for listening. 21, almost 22 minutes it will be before I shut up about some good old leather. But thank you, folks. We're going to get out of here. HT, Miss Abby, we are out.
Buck knives gleaming under that old porch light. He'll tell their stories deep into the night. Reviews and torture tests, it's a sight to see. HT's EDC.